Good morning, postcard to the Blue Gym. Sunday morning, in an old hazel coppice near the beach. Perfect time to cut some hazel rods, which will be the framework for this year's Currach. It's now early January, and the sap's well down from the trees, so that the rods which have been cut, these ones down here, they'll have a certain amount of longevity. If you cut the hazel in the spring, the sap's rising, the bark wants to peel off because the sap coming up the rods. Birds are nesting, so this is absolutely the right time to get out and do some coppicing. It also means that I never forget where I've cut my rods, because I've got footmarks in virgin snow. Quite often I'm out cutting and just lose a whole load of rods because I've been so daft and forgot where I put them. So the tools we use are the bill hook down here, traditional cutting tool, and the word coppice comes from the French word couper, to cut, so you describe a motion like that, to cut. Slightly more elegant are the snippers, which cut about rods of up to 20 mil. What I'm looking for is rods like so, where we've got about 18 mil at the bottom. That's a tad short, nice and straight, and really we're looking for, again in terms of longevity, rods with a slight silvery colour rather than these beautiful straight reddish rods. They grow from the same tree. These aren't as durable as these, but I can't resist these because these are so beautiful and straight. So we'll find some function for these. They could make a small shrimp net handle for something, and of course not forgetting some of the larger pieces of hazel, like this beautiful piece here. So that'll be turned at some stage into a thumbstick, so that as I'm walking along I can support myself. So a whole range of uses for all of this hazel. Very, very important resource. It's underused. These trees should be cut down at the base in February so that the rods can sprout up. No one cares, so they're just neglected coppice really. And then these rods will go to my workshop. They'll dry for 6-8 weeks maybe, and then they'll be ready to put into the framework, the gunnel frame for a Currach, which will be about 17 foot long, which I'll get licensed by the local authority to run adventure cruises up the creeks. So from here in the winter, this is where the process starts. By July we'll be paddling up a creek, making a bivvy, cooking up a storm with some prawns, some shellfish, but the story starts there.